Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday Live Dharma. My name is Zoe, and today our temple friend, Jen Gad, Wan Jae-in, will be sharing her Dharma Talk, The Busy Buddhist, embodying a practice that neither arises nor ceases. Let's begin our practice by loosening any tension in our minds and bodies and prepare ourselves for sitting meditation. Please stand to join our Qi Gong practice led by Cassie.
Good morning. Let's begin by just greeting our bodies, getting to know our bodies. If we rushed here a little early, maybe we haven't woken up with our bodies yet. Let's swing just a little bit. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Just invite a little motion as it feels comfortable. And then let's stop and stand still for a moment. Let's scan our body for any tension. Where are you holding tension in your body? Where's the center of gravity in your body? Let's take a deep breath in. Grab any tension and out. Release any tension. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in. Grab any tension. And breathe out. Release any tension. Next, let's invite some motion into our neck. Start by rolling to one side and slowly go across the front. Don't overextend your neck. And we'll just do little circles here. If there's a place that feels particularly tender, stop and give that place some extra care. And then let's reverse. We'll make circles in the opposite direction with the same principle of stopping where we need that care. Now let's invite that motion further down into our shoulders. Put our hands on our shoulders or out, whatever is comfortable with you, and just roll back. And really notice all the parts of your back and your sternum that are connected here. You're not really isolating your shoulders. You're stretching your back, opening your heart. Do you feel it in your sides maybe, or in your neck? And let's reverse. Oh, I feel that in my back. Good. Let's take our arms now and just do what we were at the start. Just shake a little bit and bounce with your knees, but don't let your heels leave the ground. Just shake. Imagine like you're a duck and you're shaking water off. Just let that water, that tension, whatever image, go into the earth. Lovely. Now, with that, let's rotate. So keep shaking, and now you're rotating your waist. And you might notice with each spin, maybe your rotation gets a little wider. Maybe you're getting some crackle and pop. And slowly come back to center and slow down and stop. Beautiful. Now let's put our hands on our hips, invite that movement a little more into our lower waist. Just make some circles with your hips, with your waist. This one's hard for me because my center of gravity is a little higher in my belly. So don't let yourself Don't strain if your partner's doing bigger or smaller circles. Everybody's circles are going to be different. And let's reverse. Go the other way. And then back to center, let's stop. Feel your tailbone now. Are you standing like I tend to stand, with your tailbone overarched? If so, drop it. Embrace your pooch here. Drop your tailbone, relax it. Imagine there's one golden thread starting here at the crown of your head, all the way down your spine and down your tailbone. It's straight. And you're just kind of suspended in your torso and your head from that thread. Now let's invite some movement into our legs and our knees. Take your hands, put them on your knees, and do some circles. Circles are the thing today. Well, it's the thing every day here with Ilwansong. And reverse. If at any point we're doing more circles than feel comfortable, then please stop. Don't overstrain yourself. Lovely. Let's go to ankles. Hands on our hips. Put one foot out. Rotate on the ball of your foot there. See if you can massage the danchan of the foot, which is right between your big toe and your second toe. When you're doing circles, see if you can kind of massage that area. Let's reverse our direction. And switch foot, same idea. We'll do circles, massage that place right in between your big toe and your second toe. It's kind of a natural crease of your foot. And reverse. Good. Let's do a little bit of folding, and again, invite as much motion is comfortable. Qi Gong should not be uncomfortable. If your range of folding motion is here, that's perfect. If it's all the way down, hugging your knees, by all means, that's not mine, but do that. So let's start by moving our feet shoulder width apart, and let your knees unbuckle. Kind of feel all the weight here is on the soles of your feet. You shouldn't be holding it in your knees. And imagine that golden thread again. Let's drop our tailbone. And let's invite our arms to spread up like wings, parallel to the ground. And we're gonna fold and exhale. Let's form a circle with our arms down here. Imagine you're holding the moon or another celestial object. We're going to inhale and come up. And imagine you're taking that object with you. Keep inhaling. Turn your hands, push it into the sky. Stretch all the way up. Keep inhaling. Release. Find that golden thread again. And once more, let's invite our arms up and down. Grab your moon, your Ilwansong, your Jupiter, whatever it is. And inhale, bring it up. Inhale, still up. You're the conduit between heaven and earth. And release. Beautiful. Now we will do 4 bows to Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. You're welcome to choose standing bows, seated bows, kneeling bows, whatever is most comfortable for you. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guide us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Now, release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side like the pendulum of a grandfather clock until you find the point of perfect balance. Breathe in. Grab any tension. Breathe out. Release any mental or physical uneasiness. Relax your whole body. It is okay to slouch a little bit if that feels more natural. Just remember to let your mind's eye focus on belly breathing. Breathe and listen to your body. If your body agrees, gradually sit up tall. Gently straighten your spine without losing focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Now, open your eyes softly and look straight ahead with a level gaze. Without moving your head or eyes, let your eyelids relax and drift downward to their most comfortable place. Keep your ears softly aligned with your shoulders and tuck your chin in slightly. Let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Now, bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjian and is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Danjian is the power center for your breathing. Scan your entire body to see if there is any tension, especially in your face and head, neck, and shoulders. If your face or body begins to itch, simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change position very slowly so that you maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. When thoughts arise in the mind, do not be disturbed by them. Do not react to your thoughts or pursue them. Recognize that they are just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjian abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will no longer feel any distinction between yourself and others, free from the limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit. 사요의 아심통 전지요와 동일체 하여 전지동심조 전지영기 아심조 만사요의 아심통 전지요와 동일체 하여 전지동심조.
Page 4, 영주 in English.
The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth.
Palms together. Prayer for world peace. Grace of
Heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness,
living in their original true nature.
This we pray with our whole hearts. sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Sutra chanting, page 9.
One is the realm of samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people and sentient beings. One manifests as both permanence and impermanence. Viewed as permanence, one unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is. Viewed as impermanence, one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies. In the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore, the unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan the Dharma Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
This morning, Jen Gad is sharing her Dharma Talk, The Busy Buddhist, embodying a practice that neither arises nor ceases. Let us practice deep listening as we welcome Jen.
Hello, my name is Jen Gad. My Dharma name is wontempleNC, and I've been coming to the temple for about 5 years. I am so happy to be here this morning to talk to you about being a busy Buddhist and some ideas about enhancing our practice beyond meditation. At the end of last year, I learned that as a temple, we would be spending 2023 focusing on Chapter 2 of the Red Book. I thought, okay, maybe it's time for me to really dive into this Red Book, which is what we call the canon of the fundamental teachings of Won Buddhism. Up to this point, I had really just been reading random things here and there. So I looked over the scope of Chapter 2 and discovered that it was only like 35 or 40 pages. And I thought, an entire year devoted to 30-something pages, that is something I could do. So much of Chapter 2 is like a question and response with Won Buddhism's founding teacher, Master Sotaesan. As I was reading through the chapter again recently, one of the verses that kind of jumped out at me was verse 27. I'm going to read part of it now so that you can get an idea of what we'll be focusing on today. The founding master came to a Son session and said, Yi Inuiwa has now had such a great arousal of the mind that she neglects her private business in order to attend Dharma meetings and join Son sessions. Instead of giving her an award for her devoted faith, I would like to allot this hour to her. Ask any questions you may have. Inuiwa asked, if someone asks me what we teach and learn in our order, how should I reply? The founding master answered, Buddhism originally teaches one to awaken and know for oneself the principle of all things are created by the mind. And you may answer that we teach and learn the same principle. Once we know it, we will also discover the principles of neither arising nor ceasing and the retribution response of cause and effect. So, the practitioner Inuiwa in this passage is on some level the direct opposite of me. I am a member of the temple and I attend Sunday service online or in person every week. And according to Reverend Qi, faithfully attending Sunday service is admirable and something to be celebrated. However, the temple also offers Dharma and meditation study opportunities during the week that at some point I plan to attend. But for now, my husband went back to school last year. I have a full-time job and a part-time job, a house and 3 kids. In other words, I'm super busy. I'm definitely not showing up here online or in the Dharma hall for studies and group meditations as often as I'd like. But something about this passage drew me in and I kept reading it over and over. First of all, Master Sotaesan delivers this extremely important teaching to a female disciple, which stood out to me as forward-thinking. Not only that, but Inuiwa was a single mother who was working hard to balance her personal life and her spiritual one. I strive to be more like Inuiwa. But in the meantime, how do I, and how can we all, maintain a solid practice, even when we cannot join activities and programs at the temple during the week? Well, for that, I've got a plan. Being called to and falling head over heels for Won Buddhism a few years ago as an adult with 2 jobs and 3 kids, I've had to balance my busy life with my Dharma study from the get-go. I've reflected about the way that I personally practice as a Won Temple member, and it seems that much of my daily practice beyond sitting or movement meditation falls into 3 categories. One is practicing conscious awareness. The next is getting myself back to a mindful state during the day. And the last is engaging in something called bite-sized Dharma. First, we can truly have a practice that neither arises nor ceases. Understanding the Buddhist principle of neither arising nor ceasing is difficult, and in my years of study and practice, I've just begun to scratch the surface. For me, Thinking about this principle in terms of getting back to my own true nature is helpful. Our true nature is who we are at the core of our being that is exempt from the effects of sensory conditions. Our true nature neither arises nor ceases. One way that we can get back to our true nature is by being in the present moment, just as it is. Simply by noticing things with conscious awareness, we are able to glimpse our own true nature, and even if it's just for a second, it can be enough. So I work with elementary school students. Talk about little humans who notice literally everything. For example, not even one adult noticed that a few months ago I got new glasses, but a bunch of my students did. So how can we be more like these kids who are almost constantly in touch with their present true nature? We have to just literally open our eyes and pay attention. So a few years back, I read a neurological theory that now reminds me of conscious awareness. The theory can be summed up in this way. Human brains are prediction machines in that experience develops expectations. Perception operates by employing prior probabilities that are efficiently deployed to reduce the processing requirements of treating each new experience as completely new. So, in other words, our brains take shortcuts as a way to save precious processing time and space. This hierarchical prediction machine approach has some pretty interesting implications. Okay, we're going to do a fun little conscious awareness mind experiment now. So you can close your eyes or leave them open, however you feel more comfortable. So your job is simple. Picture a tree. Just picture a generic tree in your mind. I'll give you a second so you can really see that tree in your mind's eye. Okay, now remember your tree. Okay, we're done with the brain workout. Good job, everybody. So because our brains are so amazing and so efficient, when you encounter a real tree in nature, you will not see that specific tree in front of you, but instead, you will see your mind's eye tree, the same one from a few moments ago. And this theory makes sense when you think about it. Imagine that you're walking down a tree-lined street and you had to fully process each tree that you saw. You wouldn't be able to make other really important judgments like, is there a car coming? Or is there a hole in front of you that you're about to step into? So this is where conscious awareness comes in. If you consciously and with awareness look at a tree in nature, look at the leaves, look at the branches, then you'll really see the tree. Otherwise, you'll just see that same cartoon-like predictive tree that you saw in your mind's eye a few moments ago. And not what's actually in front of you. So you have to employ a certain amount of conscious awareness in order to truly see the real tree. And any kind of conscious awareness you employ puts you right into the present with your true nature. So this is one way to embody and better understand the principle of neither arising nor ceasing. So let's move on now to the principle of cause and effect that Master Sote-san writes about in the verse that I read aloud. The principle of cause and effect is another way to describe impermanence because everything is always changing. One way to embody a practice that teaches us about cause and effect is to periodically get back to a mindful state during the day. When we are in a mindful state, we are more likely to act in a way that is in line with our true nature, and we are more likely to pause before responding to something we perceive as negative. So the good news is that we can get back to a mindful state in a habitual way, so that after an initial amount of effort, the rest is easy. So this will look slightly different for each of us. I have mindful checks throughout my day that begin with my morning stretches and continue throughout the day. Thankfully, my brain is trained to see these opportunities for mindfulness because I've previously put in some effort to form a habit. So you can choose any action you would like to associate with mindfulness. Say that you've chosen the action of getting a fork from the silverware drawer. That's your cue for mindfulness. At first, you will have to think about it quite a bit, and you might even forget sometimes, but that's okay. Once you train your brain to associate picking up the fork with getting back to a mindful state, you will be practicing the principle of cause and effect. The act of picking up the fork is the cause, where you're planting the seed of mindfulness. And the effect is that you will go about your day, or more realistically, at least the next part of your day, in a mindful way. I've done some research on habit formation for this talk, and the consensus is that it takes about 10 weeks to reach the final stability stage where the habit will become mostly permanent and you won't even have to work at it anymore. So our brains are actually wired to seek out habits because they are cognitively efficient. Why not then form a habit of mindfulness? Whatever your day looks like, you can insert a few mindfulness cues, like sweeping the floor or turning on your computer. And it's a stone in the path of our understanding greater, the principle of cause and effect. So the last busy Buddhist topic I'll discuss today is engaging in what's called bite-sized Dharma. There's actually a website called Bite-Sized Dharma that has hundreds of links to Buddhist stories and quotes and anecdotes that I check out periodically. If you are attending in person, I have made a handout sheet that will be in the back after the service, and it will include all the resources that I mentioned. If you're joining online, I'll put the same information in the comment section of the YouTube live stream once it is posted. The great place to start your bite-sized Dharma journey would be, of course, our temple's media offerings. Our North Carolina temple has a podcast as well as a YouTube channel for Dharma Talks. The One Dharma Center also has YouTube offerings. And it's really easy to choose a topic you're interested, and most are only about 10 minutes long. A third bite-sized Dharma option is the Tricycle Foundation. Many of their communication pieces are free, like the Daily Dharma that consists of a quote with a little paragraph discussion. They also have a free Daily Dharma podcast. Finally, I saved the best for last. Years before I bought this red book, the Doctrinal Books of Won Buddhism, I downloaded the entire 1,000+ page book as a PDF for free online. And while I love having an electronic version, I eventually bought the paper copy as well. So I'll end my talk with a tiny story about being a busy Buddhist. So about a month ago, I woke up way before my alarm, riddled with anxiety. And I said to my husband, Anthony, I don't even know where to start. I feel so overwhelmed with all the stuff that I have to do. And his answer was simple and yet profound. He said, well, maybe you can make a list, prioritize, and do as much as you can with mindfulness. And that is all we could really do. We live in a busy world, and many of us have very busy lives. But by embodying a practice that neither arises nor ceases, we can understand better cause and effect while striving to be more like Inuiwa, one of Master Sotaesan's most devoted disciples. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen, for your lively and resourceful, wonderful talk today. To sum up, practicing conscious awareness, get back to mindful state, and engaging the bite-sized Dharma and the Red Book. Good for you that you work and meet with the heavenly beings, kids. And also good for you that you have a lovely Dharma buddy by your side and help each other and learning and teaching each other. And we look forward to see your practice journey goes on and becoming a busy but mindful but awesome practitioner. And friends at here, there's a resource list in the back, so on your way back you might have one. And friends at online, Lars will show, it'll be on the chat box there, so you can check it out. And now, so during the next few minutes, why don't we turn to one or two friends and share about what resonated with you, any takeaways or questions together with your friends. Friends at home, please leave your takeaways at the chat room, or you may want to contemplate on Jen's talk. Thank you, friends. We can have some more time after the service outside together, talking more. And thank you again, Jen, for the wonderful talk. It's been 2 weeks since Reverend Wong left for Korea, and a member asked a few days ago, what is the biggest difference after Reverend Wong-gong's gone? And our assistant, Reverend Qi Gong, said, lively energy? And that is it. What a perfect answer. We felt some tiny but significant thing was missing, but there was a lively energy of Reverend Wong-gong. In terms of chores and Dharma studies and services, it's different, but we can manage. But the thing was, we were feeling the same thing. But no worries, because we have all of you. Reverend Wong-gong said, before she leaves, please help our reverends. But here's the thing, I've been told and said that the actual ownership goes to the members, all of you here. Because, I do live and practice here, but it's just temporarily. I'm assigned to here, doing what I'm assigned here. So I'm just here to assist you. So you're helping me. That means you are enriching the Sangha, helping this community, helping yourself. So thank you so much again. And let's see who joined. Our owner or master online. Let's check. Allison, Kimo, Cynthia, hi. Melissa, Lee, Michael McLean, Dave, Hannah Richards, Jennifer Little, Joe, Anne, Catherine, Victoria, Rita, Christine, Daniel, Bob, and some of those who did not leave your names on here. And anyone first time here today? Oh, we have. Can I have your name, please? Benji. Hi, Benji. And? Carol. Hi, Carol. Leo.
Yes.
Hi, Leo. Nat. Let's give them an applause for welcoming. Applause. Thank you, friends. And we have some announcements.
Thank you, everyone, for practicing with us today. This evening at 5 p.m., our sister temple in Raleigh is hosting a peaceful summer evening meditation. Please join if you're able. We'll have our monthly young adult gathering next Sunday, August 30th, right after the Sunday Dharma service. July. Oh, sorry. You're right. Thank you. July 30th. From August 7 to 9, our teens are getting together for their wonderful annual retreat. The theme of this year is empowering yourself. There are a few spaces left, so please sign up. For more information, please visit our website. There are also 2 retreats coming up at the Dharma Retreat Center in upstate New York, a Resilience Within retreat on Labor Day weekend, and a retreat led by Reverend Wong-gong in October called In Nature, Our True Nature. Check out the One Dharma Center's website at onedharmacenter.org for more information. And lastly, our meditation garden is happily awaiting your visit. So please come and enjoy some shady spots and sitting stones. And we give our heartfelt thanks to all of you who help water and care for our garden. Please see our reverends after the service if you would like to join in that effort. Now let us bless each other with morning prayer song on page 13.
Dharma Kaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharma Kaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharma Kaya Buddha, fourfold grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. Thank you for joining. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Let us bow to friends online, looking at the camera. Bye.